Tonight we come to you from Roachdale in Putnam County at North Putnam High School for a Western Indiana Conference boys basketball matchup as the 8-2 North Putnam Cougars, ranked 19th in Class 2A, get set to battle the 6-8 Cloverdale Clovers. Along with Jan Moser, I'm John Herrick. Thank you for joining us on the ISC Sports Network. Been a bit of a rough start to the season, Jan, for Cloverdale. They went 0-4 to start their season, won their next 3. They've gone 1-3 since then before winning their next 2. So clearly the issue for Cloverdale has been consistency. How do they get more of that consistency going here tonight?
Well, no doubt about it. Offensive production has been a problem. Consistency of that. They don't shoot the 3 real well, so when you're struggling from outside, we talk about this a lot in telecast, get to the free throw line, which they shoot pretty good. So tonight you got to control the tempo. We'll see the keys in a little bit in the game. But for Cloverdale, control the tempo, get to the free throw line.
North Putnam is 8-2. They started the season 2-2, but gained a lot of confidence really from a 72-67 win against Edgewood, who is a class above them in 3A, and ever since then they have won 6 straight. But they want to get to the big game, Jan. They're a really good 2A team, but how do they get to that elite level so that they can win a 2A state championship?
Well, we've seen North Putnam when they shot the lights out against South Putnam a few weeks back. They shoot the 3 pretty well, and I think when they get off to good starts, they're a really, really good ball club. They're averaging 65 a game. That's pretty good. Defensively giving up 54. Bring that 54 down to 52. Bring that 65 up to 67 down the stretch. They're a contender.
North Putnam won both of these meetings last year in the regular season. Cloverdale leads the series, though, in the last 35 years, 38-7. We'll have starting lineups and tip-up from North Putnam when we come back in just a moment. You're watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high-gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
How would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not going
before.
to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Want lightning-fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds. And game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast. And contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
And the home of the brave.
Beautiful rendition there to honor our country with the national anthem as North Putnam, the Cougars at 8-2, a 5-1 record in the Western Indiana Conference, get set to battle the Cloverdale Clovers, who are 6-8 with a record of 3-3 in the Western Indiana Conference. So conference positioning certainly on the line. We're about at the midway point of the regular season, so far away from deciding who's going to win a conference championship. But if you're Cloverdale and you can win this game tonight against North Putnam, you will move within a game of them of the conference standings. North Putnam is second in the Western Indiana Conference behind Sullivan, who is undefeated in Western Indiana Conference play at 6-0. They also have a 12-1 overall record. The starting lineups for the Cloverdale Clovers, they are led in scoring by Kyle Thomas, who is a 6'4 senior, averaging 20 points and 8 rebounds a game. His brother, Zach Thomas, will be in the starting lineup with him as well. He's more of kind of a role player, averaging 4 points, 1 rebound, but a really good defender. And Jan, the Thomas boys, we saw them earlier this season when they played Greencastle. They didn't win that game, but the Thomas boys are clearly the leaders, and how they go, this team goes.
No question about it, and Kyle is the leader, averaging, as you talked about, a little over 20. He's got to have a big game. And the thing, on this ball club for Cloverdale, they've got to run their offense through him. He's a guy that can score and can put some points on the board. So at this point in time in the season, John, go through him.
This is pretty awesome to see what the starting lineups at North Putnam go through. They dim the lights. I love it. It's kind of like a pro game, if you will, or a really high-end basketball game for college basketball. You see them do this too, so it's really cool that they give these kids the opportunity to do that. For North Putnam, you know, the leading scorer last year was Mason Brooks, Vince Brooks' son. Now that he's graduated, Jan, it's really been about 3 guys who carry him. Zach Huff, Ellis Lyons, and Aaron Pickle, Pickle being the leading scorer.
Yeah, Pickle's really good. And what I like about that, when you can get balanced scoring versus kind of have to put it on one man's shoulders, it becomes more of a matchup issue defensively. So I love balance, and when you're putting up 65-plus points, that's a really good combination.
What do you think are the biggest keys to victory tonight for both these teams?
Well, let's take a look at the keys. I tell you, for Cloverdale, it's tempo. They've got to keep control of the game. But North Putnam wants to push it. They love to put 60 to 70 points on the board. That's not a recipe for Cloverdale. Rebounding, you control games by rebounding. And for Cloverdale, if they're going to stay close, they got to get to the free throw line.
They shoot 72% as a team from the free throw line. That is better than North Putnam's 64%. However, North Putnam is the more prolific offense. They shoot 45% from the field compared to Cloverdale's 37%. Aaron Pickle jumps it up against Kyle Thomas, and Pickle wins the tap. North Putnam, as you can probably tell, is the team in white on your screen with the orange and blue colors as well on the outside, and Cloverdale is in their road black as we get things started with an Ellis Lyons layup.
Boy, just a great paint penetration. Took it right to the hoop.
And North Putnam wastes no time coming up with pressure, with which Cloverdale beats. Koosman tries to weave his way through traffic and has to circle it back out. 3 from the outside, knocked down from Zach Thomas.
Yeah, that's really good. Good start for Cloverdale, especially if they could get some behind the arc.
Turnaround jumper the other way, made by Nolan Hackelman, the 6-foot sophomore, who averages 6 points and 3 boards for the Cougars.
John, we've seen North Putnam put some full court pressure on. You got to be ready for it.
And they bring it again, but looks like we might be staying on this side with a North Putnam foul.
Well, North Putnam's that type of ball club who can put points in a hurry, and when they do score, it's hard to put full court pressure on if you don't score. So if you score, it really sets up your full court pressure.
Nolan Hackelman picks up the game's first foul, and Thomas walks it across. So Kyle Thomas wears number 32, Zach Thomas number 20. Zach Thomas uncorks another deep 3. This time he's off target. Ball back to the Cougars. And walking it up will be Zach Huff, who averages 12 points but also 5 assists per contest. Hackelman in trouble, had it poked free. It's loose. Pickle digs it out of there. He's around tons of black jerseys, and he has it stolen away.
Really good defense by the Clovers.
Huff tried to get it back, but it was scooped up by Zach Thomas. Zach over to Brady Koosman. Koosman going baseline with the floater. Doesn't go, but offensive rebound back tapped out to Lee. Here's Kyle Thomas.
I'll tell you.
Knocking it down.
John, he's the real deal. We talked about get him in the ball. He can shoot it.
He's made a threes, and his brother Zach has made a three. On the other side now, Hackelman tries to create something, and we have a head check foul on Cloverdale.
I really like the defensive pressure, really by both teams. And both offenses have a lot of movement. That's really good to see. We're on a Thursday night, a little bit of a unique night. Although in the high school basketball, you can play on all nights. But Thursday's a little off night, normally Friday and Saturday.
Pickle wastes no time unloading a three and missing. Rebound popcorned around a couple of times, and it's dug out by Brady Koosman. Cloverdale off and running.
Yeah, last time we see Pickle, he really put up some good performance numbers.
And a deep try by Brady Koosman from distance, and so he's hit a three, and both Thomases have hit a three.
I'll tell you, Cloverdale's come to play. Oh, that's pretty.
And the turnaround jumper does not fall down from Lyons, rebounded by McGuire Lee.
Yeah, but North Putnam, John's getting everything at close range right next to the hoop.
Correct score, by the way, is actually 9-4. Cloverdale could be more here with another deep try from McGuire Lee that's offline and rebounded by Pickle. Off and running goes North Putnam. Huff from way outside misses the triple.
Whoa.
And a foul under the basket as Matt McCarg grabbed the rebound and was undercut.
I'll tell you, he was, but what I like about that is the effort given on checking out. He ends up getting a foul, but for people you talk about checking out, man, he was really trying to get a body in somebody and just a little too much, but I love the effort.
So Zach Thomas just picked up his second foul.
Ooh, that's bad.
Dayton Jackson is coming in off the bench. He has started a few games this year for Cloverdale, and a foul before the ball can be inbound.
Zach Thomas, just a sophomore, but you know, this time of the year, he's had a lot of reps and was playing pretty well. You hate to see the young guy get two fouls early.
McGuire Lee picks up that one, inbound from Ellis Lyons. He got it into McCarg. McCarg through a double team, muscles his way up, couldn't get it to go down. Rebounded by McGuire Lee, and Cloverdale tries to add to their 5-point advantage. Three out of the corner by Jackson.
Not a bad shot. Had his feet set, ready to shoot the ball.
Pickle gets the rebound. Huff on the attack. Huff forced
to get out of there. Got him.
And 3-second violation is called.
He got caught in no man's land, nowhere to pass the ball, and in the lane, you can't stay there more than 3 seconds. 3-second violation. See it right here. See, he's in no man's land. 1, 2, 3. Got him.
Excellent defense there by Jackson to force that. Koosman quickly up the floor for the Clovers. Jackson for three again. This time he knocks it down.
I'll tell you, Cloverdale they're just focused.
This is a Cloverdale team that came into this game shooting 22% from three. They've hit 4 threes, but Aaron Pickle slashes in for a basket.
Well, their offense is clicking, but their defense has got to stop the dribble, drive, penetration, and getting just layup after layup for North Putnam.
Jackson again for three. No. Rebounded by McCarg, and North Putnam tries to cut into the deficit. And it's a deep three by Zach Huff off target. Rebounded, though, offensively by Hackelman. Gives the Cougars another look. Pickle for a triple. And that trickles out of bounds. Back to Cloverdale. Do these teams know they can take twos? I mean, everybody's shooting threes right now.
Well, sometimes you fall in love with that shot. There's a reason teams shoot 20s and 30%. Sooner or later, the average kicks in.
Braden Monnett, 5'9" junior, and Nick Hensley, a 5'11" senior, just checked in for North Putnam at that last dead ball.
When you're a team that has struggled a little bit offensively, I love the focus. How about that?
And a layup does not go from Lee, though.
Great ball movement, though.
Braden Monnett up the floor for North Putnam, possibly trying to get this down to a one-possession game. Huff in the lane, scoop shot off the glass and in.
And that's been the recipe, period one for North Putt, layup after layup.
Both teams have had 4 different players score early in this first quarter. Koosman to Jackson, into the corner, another triple try, way off target that time from Levi Hilton. Huff up the floor. into the corner, finds Monnet for a deep triple. Rebounded by Hilton. Up, tracking it down is Koosman. Coach Pat Rady telling his Cloverdale Clovers, slow down here. Kyle Thomas sees a double. Leaves Jackson open. Now Koosman from inside hits.
Yeah, good patience. But what that three-point shot has caused as North Putnam to have to extend their defense, and inside came open.
He has 5, does Koosman, to lead the way for Cloverdale. Shot fake from Pickle, working against Thomas. Pickle lost it.
Yep.
Out of bounds off him. Good defense by Thomas to force that mistake.
Well, North Putnam has not shot from outside real well, but of their 4 baskets, they've been at close range. But how about this start by Cloverdale? Wow.
Ellis Lyons back into the game. Aaron Pickle takes a seat. And Levi Hilton brings it up with the help of Brady Koosman for Cloverdale. Just over 2 minutes to play, first quarter. All alone by himself for another 3. This time it was McGuire Lee from the outside.
Cloverdale unconscious right now.
And a whistle on the other end. We got a Cloverdale foul.
And if when I'm talking at a timeout or in the coach's box with these players, I'm saying, listen, guys, you're getting great shots, but now the defense is slowly going to have to, if they're not already out on you at three-point line, get a cutter going through, because that lane should be open now that we're hitting some threes.
Tate Jackson commits the crime. That's his first foul.
If it's there, shoot it, but don't force it.
Fouls Zach Huff, and Huff is not a great free throw shooter, 56% from the free throw line. Nolan Hackelman checks out. Coming back onto the floor, Matt McCard. Second free throw, got that.
John, have you been to North Putnam before?
I have.
I have not been here. Nice people. I got to talk to a lot of them already.
Yep.
Great people here. My first time.
Putnam County sports are always fun to cover. Love kind of the quad group of teams, Cloverdale, South Putnam, North Putnam, and Greencastle. Great rivalry between all 4 teams and all of the sports. 3 from the outside by Koosman. And Brady Koosman with his second triple. Timeout called by North Putnam.
John, that looked great when it left his hands.
Looks so comfortable shooting it. 30-second timeout called by the North Putnam Cougars. Cloverdale with their biggest lead of the night at 11. And while we have a moment, we'll remind you that Endeavor Communications offers a variety of internet speeds that fits your family or business needs. Surf the internet faster than ever before with internet speeds up to a gig. Contact them at weendeavor.com for more information. So, Jan, we talked in the pregame about how Cloverdale typically likes a slower tempo game, but they've pushed the pace and have really taken advantage of the fast tempo.
You know what I'd say to that, John? Scrap that. Cloverdale goes, listen, they have found something. They got some confidence, off to a great start. Yeah, all the paper, paper lies to you sometimes. And we did our homework, and according to everything we see, now they got to sustain it. We talked about the consistency, but I love the fact, man, they just come out and played loose.
22% is what they came in shooting from three-point range, and they have hit 6 threes in this first quarter. Some of these guys haven't made 6 threes all season. Step back 3 from Ellis Lyons.
Nice rebound.
But an offensive rebound, put back try made by Matt McCarg, and he is the 5th different North Putnam Cougar to get a basket tonight.
Yeah, McCarg really hit the offensive glass hard that time. But the thing, take a look here at your picture, you see what you're seeing is Cloverdale's doing an excellent job of spacing. See their offense? You got a lot of people moving, and they're really spacing.
And it leads to an open 3 by Levi Hilton. So 7 threes made in this first quarter by the Clovers. Pickle with a 3 try of his own. That's off target. Rebound popped around off of North Putnam. Cloverdale gets the ball back. Zach Huff is back into the game, and that sends Nick Hensley back to the bench. Coach Vince Brooks of North Putnam just trying to find a lineup that works right now. And it's been a struggle for him. Cloverdale jumped out to the early lead, and they have had it ever since. Koosman. Now Cloverdale wants to slow it up, so they've gone against their nature. And now they're going back to what they like to do most.
There's no sense of allowing North Putnam to have any shots here when you got this lead. Get the absolute best shot you can.
Koosman from the foul line. Rebound by McCard. Pushing it to Lyons. Lyons weaving his way up the floor. Resets it back out to Pickle with 20 seconds. Pickle going to work on Thomas. Leaves it for Lyons. We are down to 10 seconds. Pickle tries to get it back. Tough shot, but they get the foul on Thomas.
And that's what Pickle can do. He can cause contact with his athleticism and get himself to the free throw line. He's very athletic with his moves. Take a look right here. Up and under, gets the defense to commit and draws the foul. Really nice move.
And Pickle, the best free throw shooter on this team at 70%. Can't get the first though. Averages 18 points, 7 rebounds a game in the 2 games last year against Cloverdale. He averaged 14 points and 5 rebounds.
That's why basketball is such a fun, interesting sport. You just sometimes never know what you think it's what's going to happen, and then something completely different does happen.
Thomas for 3 at the horn, way off target. Cloverdale goes in to the second quarter with an 11-point lead. If you missed any of the first quarter, and that 3-point barrage will get you caught up on what you missed. 3-point shooting galore for the Cloverdale Clovers as they knock down 7 of them in that first quarter to take an 11-point lead. You're watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
23-12 is your score. The Cloverdale Clovers came in as underdogs in this game, a record of 6-8, playing the 19th ranked team in Class 2A, North Putnam, but they hit 7 threes in that first quarter, despite only shooting 22% from 3 coming in. And the other thing to keep in mind, too, about this Cloverdale team is that they only average offensively 41 points a game scored, and they give up 48. So they're already more than halfway towards their point total for a single game on average. And they've got North Putnam on their heels on their home floor. Along with Jan Bozer, I'm John Herrick. Thank you for joining us for tonight's high school boys basketball game of the week on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications.
Well, the key right now for Cloverdale, you don't have to necessarily, if you can keep shooting those 3, good for you. Just play good, solid basketball right now. Maintain your lead into halftime.
And Jackson is fouled as he tries to go baseline by Ellis Lyons. Lyons with 2 points so far tonight. That's the second team foul on North Putnam.
John, when you have the lead in a basketball game, you shouldn't force anything. Take your time. If the shot's there, take it. But you're not in a position where you have to really force anything.
Levi Hilton inbounds to McGuire Lee. Brady Koosman has to pick it up. Lyons forces him to give it up to Jackson. Koosman tries to create on Huff.
Good defense. Moved his feet well.
Kyle Thomas with 3 points so far, but the rest of his team has really helped him out. Deep try again from Hilton, and the rebound by Lyons. Lyons attacks through the lane, contact, and a whistle. And looks like we're staying on this end. Referee says 2 shots, foul against Brady Koosman, who's number 14 on your screen.
Well, if you're going to get the charge call, you got to be planted, stay planted. It doesn't feel good, but that's what it takes to get that charge. I think it's a good call. He was just a little too much movement to really get that offensive charge call against him.
Lions cannot make the free throw. 3 missed free throws already for North Putnam in this game. They are 2 of 5. Lyons a 69% free throw shooter. Well-balanced line, though, for him. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists and 2 steals. Cannot get either of them.
Great
Pickle
hustle.
tries to get the steal and ends up poking it out of play.
And that's what Pickle does. He just hustles all the time. He brings a lot of energy. That's a Cloverdale layup if he doesn't hustle.
Hilton to inbound for Cloverdale. See if they can try to get Thomas open here. He's calling for it. They barely get it into him as Pickle surrounds him right away. Now Koosman's got it with McCarg on it. McCarg comes up the second he sees him pick that dribble up. North Putnam student section's been quiet. 3 by Koosman. And Pickle clears the North Putnam rebound.
Yeah, but now Cloverdale's starting to cool a little bit from the three-point line and not getting very many offensive looks of putting it back in. Got to be careful of not shooting yourself out of a game.
McCarg with a bounce pass to Lyons from the outside on a 3-point try. Missed it. Offensive rebound, though, McCarg, and North Putnam resets the offense.
North Putnam has just really struggled from behind the arc.
North Putt scores 65 points a game and allows 55, and they only have 12 through 10 minutes of first half action.
And they're a team that historically gets off to really good offensive starts.
Zach Huff powers his way inside with 2 defenders in his face, but scores. He has 5 to lead North Putnam. And down the floor quickly comes Jackson. Koosman in the lane, travels.
Yep. Move both feet. That's traveling. Good call by the official. Really good officiating crew here. Some of these gentlemen worked that championship game we had at Southport in the Marion County Championship game. They did such an excellent job of officiating in that game.
Zach Huff motoring his way up the floor, trying to get this North Putnam offense reignited. Lyons has to circle it back out. Ellis Lyons in the 2 games against Cloverdale last year averaged 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists.
And we're really kind of a point in this game where it's a make or break time for Cloverdale. They've had the lead for some time. Can they maintain it going into halftime, or will they give in a little bit?
Well,
nice
it helps to force a turnover and get a 3-on-2, and Kyle Thomas goes motoring down the lane and draws a 2-shot trip to the line, which makes North Putnam coach Vince Brooks irate.
Don't you like the way Koosman moves? He is just so fast with the ball. Here he comes, runs the lane, runs the floor. That's not Koosman there, but still really good move out of Koosman.
And Pickle picks up the foul, sends Thomas to the line. Thomas is the best free throw shooter on the floor. There is head coach Vince Brooks for North Putt. 38-23 is his record in his 3rd year at North Putt. 7 seniors, 2 juniors, and 4 sophomores on his varsity roster.
It's really important now that Cloverdale hit their free throws to just maintain this lead. And if you're North Putt, just keep battling. It's one of these games, first half, John, where they just flat out have not shot the ball well.
Lyons with the miss on the other end. After Thomas hit both of those free throws, that gives him 5 points. Cloverdale's led in scoring by Koosman, who has 8. Koosman has it here. He gives it up to Jackson. Jackson goes motoring baseline, can't get it, and Pickle sends it back into play. Out to Lyons. Lyons on the attack, leaves it for Pickle, who gets fronted by Jackson immediately, but he tries the 3 anyway, missed it. Rebound back, tapped out to Huff. And Huff trying to set something up. Through the lane he goes. Kick out to Hackelman for 3, and Hackelman has 5 points now.
Well, maybe that'll get North Putnam going. Finally, a nice looking 3-point shot.
That is actually their first made 3 of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
maybe that'll get them going.
Cloverdale has 7 made 3s. North Putnam has 1. And that gets this North Putnam crowd back into it. Koosman looking around for some help. Jackson looks to slow it up. Now Cloverdale slowing things way down. They've only had 2 points in this quarter. Those were 2 free throws from Kyle Thomas. Koosman tries to get away from Pickle, and Pickle gets called for the reach in. That is a big call because now North Putnam's leading scorer just picked up his 2nd foul.
Well, North Putnam's defense, their man-to-man has really been pressuring Cloverdale. Really good, I think, pressure defense. That time maybe just a little bit much, but their defense has certainly been solid, especially since they picked up the offensive end just a little bit.
There's head coach Pat Rady for Cloverdale. 95-72 is his record in 7 years at Cloverdale. Coached at Southwestern of Hanover before coming to Cloverdale. 3 straight sectional titles for him from 2016 through 2018.
Nice.
Pass up ahead to Thomas, and Thomas finishes.
Really nice assist. He ran the court, got the really good look.
Lead back to 10 for the Clovers. Scoop shot by Zach Huff, and he is putting together a nice game. He's got 7. Full court pressure by the Cougars, but Cloverdale breaks it. Koosman picks it up off the bounce. Now this is Jackson. Jackson out to Thomas. Thomas with Hackelman on him now that Pickle's on the other side, but Pickle gets the steal. Pickle down the floor, almost got it to go, but is fouled in the process.
Well, that was the passer's fault down here on the offensive end for Cloverdale. Just too hard, too low. And once again, when you make a mistake, it always seems to be Pickle who's around the ball to collect it or run to the floor. Look at him here again, John. He seems to always be leading this North Putnam ball club in the break.
And that is the second foul on Brady Koosman. So he and Thomas, 2 of the key Cloverdale starters, have 2 fouls. Back onto the floor comes Matt McCarg, checking in for Hackelman. Pickle makes the first. He has 4 tonight. Make it 5.
Now the lead just 6. North Putnam really kind of getting back in this thing with their defense.
They have never led in this game. Coach Vince Brooks for North Putt trying to fire his squad up. After Pickle made that second free throw, he came out, so he's got to protect Aaron Pickle a little bit with those 2 fouls. Koosman working on Hensley. I don't think we've seen Kyle Thomas come out of the game for Cloverdale. I think he's played the whole first half. He's got it here. Down the lane he goes, draws contact, and the guilty party's Matt McCarg. Thomas to the line again.
I love the way this young man plays ball. Goes hard. He's got great extension on his lead, and he's a good lengthy young man. I love him going to the hoop, getting the ball. He's got great length.
So that is the first on McCarg. Thomas, an 82% free throw shooter, and he's only a 27% three-point shooter, but he shoots 43% from the field. Also interesting thing about the way he plays defense, he's averaging 1 steal a game. He averages 8 steals for every foul and 2 blocks for every foul.
I just like his game. I like his body language. I like how hard he plays. I really like his game, John.
Plays so well all the way around, offensively and defensively, as those numbers would indicate. Gets them both, and Cloverdale's lead is back to 8 as we come up on 2 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Lead back to 8 now, Cloverdale, and we talked about that. If they can hit free throws, that'll be huge in this game on the road.
Contact as Zach Huff tries to set something up. We're staying on this end, so it looks like they're calling a foul on Cloverdale, which head coach Pat Rady doesn't like. Hilton picks up his first. So Levi Hilton with his first personal. That is the 8th on Cloverdale as a team, and that sends McCarg to the line for a 1-and-1. But he has struggled from there this season, 53%. He averages 4 points and 4 rebounds a game. Lips it out. Thomas the rebound.
Nice look.
And up ahead, the layup for Jackson, and he missed.
That pass by Thomas was phenomenal.
Thomas has it again here. Now Koosman might have had a toe on the line. No, they say he got it behind the line, so counted as a 3-point try. And we also have a North Putnam player who's a bit beat up here. I think that is Nick Hensley, who might have gotten hit in the mouth and has blood coming out, so he might have to go see the trainer.
John Cloverdale, 1-2, and then just a 3-point loss to Owen Valley. So they have played a little better as of late and really playing strong tonight.
Looks like Koosman just got that toe behind the line. Cloverdale's lead back to 11 with Huff attacking. Now out to Lyons, setting things up for Pickle. Lyons again, not much there to Monett now. Braden Monett being harassed by Jackson. Jackson playing well on both ends tonight. Pickle through traffic.
There he is.
Not this time. Koosman the rebound.
Pickle and Thomas play an awful lot alike the way they play ball.
Koosman, shot fake, steps in for two around Pickle and hits.
Wow, he's playing solid as well. What a nice first half.
He has 13 points, and the lead is 13 for Cloverdale. Pass off to McCarg, whistle.
Offensive.
And it's an offensive foul on McCarg.
Yeah, I think that's the right call, too.
Huge call. Because that is his second, and that is the sixth on North Putnam in this half.
Of all the sports, John, I've always believed that basketball body language tells you so much. And in this game, Cloverdale kids look like they're having fun. And when you're having fun and play hard, it's amazing sometimes how well you can play.
Better step move by Thomas. Zach Thomas, that is. And reset it out with Koosman. Less than a minute to play. Cloverdale, 7 threes in that first quarter. Dump off to Kyle. Kyle Thomas powering his way up, and he got it. Kyle Thomas has done nearly all the scoring in this first half for Cloverdale, and that takes us to a timeout that North Putnam calls. Back in a moment on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications.
Of the literally thousands, check that, hundreds, check that. Okay, some sports card shows that are out there in the world. The Andy and Bruno show is the one you should watch, because we have Andy, who's been there and done that, everything in the hobby, and is now a mogul.
Mogul.
Yes.
And we have a guy, Bruno, he talks too much. I can't help it.
Watch the Andy and Bruno show and hear me talk too much.
Yes, and hear me smile.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Cloverdale on top by 15, closing stages of the second quarter. A big reason why Brady Koosman and Kyle Thomas have 24 of Cloverdale's 36 points. North Putnam trying to conjure up a response here before the end of the first half. It is Zach Huff backing his way in. Tries to find a seam in the lane, and does as he skies it in off the window.
Yeah, not the tallest young man, but he's got great basketball IQ. Just kept his composure, got the defense leaning enough, got the layup.
9 points for him, 15 seconds left in the second period. Cloverdale looking like they want to hold for the last shot.
I would not be in any hurry with this lead.
Thomas getting a screen from McGuire Lee. Thomas lets it fly, miss. Jackson back to Thomas. The layup doesn't go down. And that takes us to the end of what was a very compelling first half, mainly because of the play by the Cloverdale Clovers. They hit a grand total of 8 threes, 7 in the first quarter, 1 in the second, but they maintained their advantage by double digits going into the locker room. We'll have so much to get to coming up in half, our first half stats and analysis, and a look ahead to what's going on in the Western Indiana Conference later this week as well. You're watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not
before.
going to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications, technology for real people.
Brewer jams it home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half. Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa.
My goodness.
122.60 for Penn.
What a swim! Six of them.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
13-point lead for the Cloverdale Clovers. They came into this game a record of 6-8, and they have struggled recently against North Putnam in the series, losing to North Putnam in both games of the regular season last year. But boy, did they come out on fire in that first quarter. Along with Jan Bozer, I'm John Herrick. Thank you for joining us on the ISC Sports Network. And really the story of the game is the fact that Cloverdale comes into this game shooting 22% from three-point range, and on the road at North Putt, they come out on absolute fire, Jan. And it wasn't just one guy hitting all these threes.
And that's huge when you can get everybody contributing. But I thought the offense we talked about in the opening, John, went through Kyle Thomas. He not just led a break, he set the tone early, and then everybody kind of joined in with him.
And they only made 1 3 in the second quarter. The offense slowed down a little bit. Reason why, North Putnam put a resurgence together, led by Zach Huff there, number 2 on your screen. He did score 6 in the second. He leads the way with 9 points. So what does North Putnam have to do more of in the second half, Jan, to turn this thing around?
Well, they got to get started on that defensive side, and they're going to have to extend their pressure if the three-point shot keeps. And really the key for North Putnam is don't allow any second shots. That will be key for them on the defensive side. On the offensive side, I think Huff's the man. He's got some paint penetration, getting the ball inside, outside for North Putnam.
Also looking at Kyle Thomas, he didn't really do a whole lot in the first quarter. He did have a 3, but it was Brady Koosman who did most of the scoring. He scored 8 in the first quarter. Second quarter, he had 5, so he has 13 for the game. So he leads all scorers, but I think now that Thomas was kind of the facilitator in that first quarter, what do you think the plan here is for Cloverdale in the second half is to give him the ball, play through him now, you think?
Absolutely, and we emphasize this in the first half. There's a reason teams shoot 20, 30% behind the arc. Sooner or later it goes away. It always does. So don't force it. If it's there, shoot it. But really try to emphasize now, I think, getting Kyle Thomas on those high ball screens, because he's a matchup problem when it goes to get to the rim. And then you get that defense sucking back in again, and that 3 becomes even more available.
Also, this game with some conference implications. It's a little too far away to be looking at, possibility of a conference championship, but this would be a massive win for Cloverdale, because if you win tonight, you get within a game of North Putnam in the conference standings, as both these teams are looking up at Sullivan right now.
Well, especially if you could get a win on the road against a really good ball club like North Putnam, this could be a game changer for Cloverdale. That's how big this game is, and I think they're playing accordingly.
They are 6-8, getting closer to 500. North Putnam is 8-2 on a 6-game winning streak, but that is in jeopardy right now. We'll take another timeout when we come back. Second half action from Roachdale at North Putnam High School. You're watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Living proof that, Patrick Ewing tormented me when I was a kid. And he's tormenting me again. Back here at North Putnam, it is 36-23, the lead for the Cloverdale Clovers, moments away from starting the second half, along with Jan Bozer. I'm John Herrick. Both teams coming back out onto the court for their last few moments to warm up. Looking ahead at what's going on in the conference coming up tomorrow and Saturday, so big conference games for everybody in Western Indiana. Owen Valley is at home to play Edgewood. That is a conference game. And Northview is playing Indian Creek on Friday. Greencastle and Brown County playing non-conference games Friday. On Saturday, North Putnam is at home again to play Brown County, who is coming into tonight winless in the conference at 0-6 and then 2-8. Cloverdale will be hosting Clay City in a non-conference game on Saturday. West Vigo and Indian Creek is a conference matchup on Saturday. Owen Valley's at Northview on Saturday. So Owen Valley on Friday and Saturday in back-to-back conference matchups in both of those meetings. So, as we've mentioned tonight, we are on Endeavor Communications. That's where tonight's game is being broadcast on the ISC Sports Network in partnership with Endeavor. Be sure to send us a note on social media or give us a call to let us know. You can find us on Twitter at ISC Sports Net, or go find us on Facebook at ISC Sports Network. And you can find Endeavor Communications on Twitter at EndeavorCom. That is ENDEAVOR.com, COMM. Okay, and notice this, Jan. North Putnam spent a lot of time in the locker room before they came back out. Normally when that happens, the coach isn't too thrilled. They're going through a lot of strategy points for the second half.
Well, you're certainly never thrilled when you're behind, but you're really not thrilled when you're behind a lot at home. I don't think he liked the way their offense played it well, because I've seen them play one other time, and in that game against South Put, their offense really moved. They're not moving near like they did in that game. And let's face it, tonight really kind of is the official second half of the season start. The city tournaments are done, the county tournaments, the holiday tournaments. It's go time now, baby. You've got 8, 9, 10 games left to win a conference championship and be as hot a ball club as you can be going into sectional play. So in my opinion, it's go time.
You mentioned a good point. I wanted to get your thoughts on that, because in this state of Indiana, with high school basketball, the presence that it has, the sprint from January through February as you get ready for the playoffs, for maybe the average person watching at home who isn't quite familiar, what is that like for all these teams?
Well, the first part of the season it depends. Two things. If it's a young team or a veteran team, if you're a younger team, you're doing who's going to be my players, who's going to be my bench, and then you go through a real tough grind if you play in these tournaments, the city tournaments, the holiday tournaments. But it's kind of a prep for if you can get to sectional regional play where you play multiple games. And there's a lot of practice, a lot of games in a very short period of time. So there's a lot thrown at a ball club, and you're going to see the maturity of a ball club. How did they handle that first 10 games and all those tournaments, whatever? Now that's all done. Now you've got your starting fives really kind of panned out. Who's your bench? And so now you're down the stretch. It is flat out go time. You've got to have your confidence as a junior, senior, and some sophomores. Your confidence should be at its peak right now, John.
Cloverdale played in that Wabash Valley tournament. They did go 1-3 in that tournament, but they did get revenge. They beat Greencastle in it after they lost to Greencastle. What do you think that did for Cloverdale's confidence?
I really believe anytime you can play a game, your confidence should rise. Even in a loss, you never want to lose. But if you're a true ball player, you're playing as hard as you can, and you're key, John, get better regardless if you win or lose.
So North Putnam starts the second half with the ball. They're in the white jerseys on your screen, Cloverdale in black.
Let's see if they move better. Now you're already seeing, look at the difference in movement. You know that was talked about at halftime.
It is Matt McCarr trying to get it inside the post, and it's tipped away and stolen for a moment by Hilton. They say kick ball, but that kick ball was by Huff.
You can see what they tried to, you talked about it. They'll want to come out and immediately try to get that ball to Huff, try to get him isolated in the middle.
Starting 5 out there for Cloverdale: Brady Koosman, Levi Hilton, Zach Thomas, and Kyle Thomas, along with McGuire Lee.
I think the big thing for North Putt is how are they going to respond? If you're behind and to get back in the game, it starts on the defensive end. Let's see how they play. North Putt plays defensively.
Travel by Kyle Thomas. Yeah, he took one too many steps after catching the ball. 4th turnover on Cloverdale tonight. North Putnam has 4 as well, so it's been a pretty clean game turnover-wise. North Putt with back the other way. Pickle misses a 3-try. Rebound snagged by Koosman, and he outlets it ahead for Thomas. The starting 5 for North Putt: Zach Huff, Ellis Lyons, Matt McCarg, Aaron Pickle, and Nolan Hackelman on the floor.
We're seeing already North Putt really trying to extend a little more on their defense.
Zach Thomas goes inside, gets the bucket and the foul. They call a block on Zach Huff. That is his first.
Count the bucket.
That puts Zach Thomas at the line, and like his brother Kyle, pretty solid free throw shooter. He's 71%. He came into this game averaging 4. He's got 5 and a chance to get 6.
I'll tell you why that was a big call. Remember, he's playing with 2 fouls. That's a charge. He sits down.
McCarg with the rebound off the miss, and it's 38-23 Cloverdale. And then back the other way, Lyons draws contact. This looks like it's going against Koosman, and if it is, that's 3 on him. Yes.
And the thing I'm saying about North Putt right now, when they've made up their mind they're going to dribble, drive to the bucket, they are physical. I think they talked about at halftime, another piece of their equation. Guys, we got to be more physical than Cloverdale.
Lyons to play it in, trying to look inside. Nothing. He saw nothing on the inbound, and his coach Vince Brooks immediately said that is a timeout and a 30-second timeout. So Cloverdale got that basket to make it 38-23. They lead by 15, their biggest lead of the night. And North Putt still, Jan, just searching for answers. The ball movement is better, but now the shot selection isn't quite there for North Putt. How do they get better shots?
Well, I tell you, to answer the first part of the question, I think Cloverdale's defense has picked up as much as North Putt's offense has moved. So I think we give a lot of credit off the cuff here to Cloverdale in their defensive set. So what you try to do now is try to get some screens. If teams are playing you that type, run an offense to get scrape off screens to get you open.
Lyons tries to get it into Pickle, and Pickle caught it, but he was immediately shadowed. Nowhere to go.
John, look at the defense of Cloverdale. Pressure man-to-man, and then they're doubling down.
And then Huff open for 3. Got it!
That's a good 2-man, and that's just good recognition. Here's the steal, John.
And steal the other way. 3. Knocked down from the corner by Ellis Lyons.
And now, is this the spark that North Putt needed?
Well, in the blink of an eye, they're back within 9. Thomas up the floor, splitting the defense, leaving it short. Rebound by Hackelman. North Putt pushing the pace.
Do they have a run in them? Tough shot by Cloverdale on the other end.
Deep 3 by Huff.
That would have been huge.
And then a rebound try by McCarg. And lost it in the lane, scooped up by Koosman on the theft. And Cloverdale
good
coach
timeout.
Pat Rady says, let's talk it over.
That's a really good timeout. You can feel momentum really starting to move to North Putt's side. That's a really good timeout to get Cloverdale settled down and to try to stop this run as well.
Cloverdale clearly calling that timeout to try to stymie North Putnam's momentum. So what is Pat Rady telling his team right now in that huddle?
Well, I think what he did there, he's seen that momentum clearly was going to North Putt. They were getting second shots. They were getting good looks. And that's a timeout to protect the lead right there. Stop momentum. And because clearly, let's see if North Putnam can come out and continue that little spark they had.
That's Cloverdale assistant coach Carl Turk there, working behind Pat Rady. He was very adamant in that huddle.
I think this game's going to get really physical. Both teams pressuring like crazy. That usually means really tight play.
Inbound comes to Thomas in the backcourt. Up to Koosman, who lost the handle. Huff poked it free, but he got it back. Koosman just able to barely dodge that bullet there, close to turning it over. Huff plays really good defense. He's got 12, right at his season average tonight, points-wise. Zach Thomas almost lost it. Had to reset it out to Hilton. And traveled.
Good call by the official. And that's a defensive travel. What happened, he wanted to pass, and quickly North Putnam got in the passing lanes, and so he wasn't able to do that, caused the travel. Defense can't cause offenses to make mistakes and turnovers.
Pat Rady was trying to call something, and he realized that he had to be kind of moved aside there because that's where Ellis Lyons has to inbound the ball right in front of him. Pickle trying to get on track here. He's got 5 points. Only one made field goal, though. Pickle muscles his way up against Thomas, and Thomas gets called for the foul. He can't believe it.
Well, absolutely the right call. He tried to stay vertical, but Pickle does a great job of forcing contact. He sells what he does by being physical and make contact, and he really forces that official to make a call because so much contact is made.
That's his second foul and the second on Cloverdale in this second half. And Pickle, normally a reliable free throw shooter, has missed his second free throw tonight. He is 3 of 5 from there.
And if North Putnam falls a little short, they have not shot free throws well at all.
And he missed the second. Thomas the rebound. Missed opportunity there for the Cougars with 2 free throws that did not go down.
North Putnam used a lot of energy defensively. Let's see how long they go.
They have missed 7 free throws total half.
That's a
North
huge
Putnam.
number, huge number.
3 minutes gone by in period 3. Cloverdale's led the whole way. And Thomas pushed from behind by Nolan Hackelman.
And right there shows you an example of how close North Putnam is playing man-to-man defense. They obviously were told, to your point, John, at halftime, guys, if you don't out-physical, you're going to get beat today.
That's the second foul on North Putnam as a team, the second on Hackelman. Each team has committed 2 fouls in the first half, so not approaching the bonus yet. Tate Jackson swings it out to Zach Thomas.
See, North Putnam's trying to take away the 3 now.
Zach thought about it, but then passed it up.
Look how far they've extended their defense, John. Guards are clear out beyond the 3 defending.
Koosman in trouble with Lyons all over him. Now driving is Thomas to the rack, and he is heading to the line after being able to draw a foul.
See, there's that high ball screen for him, and when he gets a lane opening in the lane, he is exactly, I think, where you want him, going towards the bucket with that good length.
Hackelman just picked up his 3rd, and that sends Thomas back to the free throw line where he leaves that short. So he had hit 4 free throws in a row before that miss.
Yeah, the free throws. It's hard not to put free throws the keys to the game, because at the end of the day, free throws are always a major factor in any game. So I know fans go, well, how do you pick keys of the game? Well, you can almost by default put free throws. They always come into play.
Deep try from the outside. Zach Huff with his second 3 in this second half already. He's got 15.
Yeah, he's really bringing his team back. He's the go-to player right now.
Koosman on the dribble drive, out to Jackson for a triple.
That's just playing with your head up. The lane was open, they collapsed, he kicked it out, got the 3.
Pickle driving in and scoring. The second he picked up the ball, Coach Pat Rady from Cloverdale said, do not lose him, pick him up.
And he's absolutely right. Guess what he did? Powered it to the hoop again.
Hand check foul out high on Ellis Lyons. He just picked up his 2nd. That's the 4th for North Putnam.
You know, John, this has really been a good game, fun game. It really has it. Both teams, I've been so impressed by the energy level both teams have extended here today. They both came off the floor at the start of the game, just, I thought, playing a lot of pressure defense and getting after it.
Jackson on the move, taking it right in at McCarg. Nothing there, has to reset it back out to Koosman. Give and go.
As it travels.
He fell down, able to get rid of it to Koosman before traveling. It was close.
I think he got away with one.
He might have.
Hey, sometimes you need to get away with it, right?
Zach Thomas forced to give it up. North Putnam extending that man-to-man defense, and it causes a turnover.
Yep, and you're exactly right, Johnny. Who did it? Mr. Huff. He's playing with tons of energy and making things happen at both ends of the court.
Crossover dribble, Lyons to the basket, collision, and we are staying on this end because that is a foul on McGuire Lee.
And that's what we're talking about. Taking one for the team, that hurts. Take a look, coming right at you, right in front of us. Well, that's close. He looked awful close to me.
It was close. I think he might have leaned his right shoulder up a little bit.
Well, that's what the official obviously seen, so you and him agree.
And Lyons makes the free throw. He had missed the previous two before making that.
I got to tell you, as an official, that's the hardest call, leaps and bounds to make, because there's so many things that happen. You got to look at feet, you got to look at ball, you got to look at two players, and so many things can kind of distract what you might call in an offensive call. It's not an easy call to make.
Lyons makes them both. This is the closest that North Putnam has been since the first quarter.
Can't dribble through presses.
They did, and they were able to get it up. Koosman.
Got away with one there, but as a whole, you're going to get your... And there it is, just too much dribbling.
Jackson lost it in the lane. Cloverdale gives it up. North Putnam tries to push. Pickle backs it out. 7 turnovers on the Clovers. 3 again. It was Hackelman who couldn't get that. Thomas clears the Cloverdale rebound. And Thomas is met up top by Hackelman.
6-point lead.
Rips it out to Koosman. Pickles on him. North Putnam crowd getting back into it. Student section and cheerleaders really trying to rattle the Clovers.
13-point lead at halftime. North Put's cut into this thing.
But Kyle Thomas, you go back to him if you're Cloverdale.
Yep.
Every time you need a basket, go to the guy who's averaging 20.
Yeah, we talked about this offense must and should go through him as much as possible.
Lions from downtown. Missed it, but rebound by McCarg. Lions averages 39% shooting from 3.
Back to an 8-point lead. This is a big possession offensively for North Put.
Huff creating, kicking. Lions for 3 again, and he hits.
You can tell when it left his hands. You can just tell when a shooter has great ball rotation, has a great shot of going in.
Lions only had 2 points in the first half. He has 8 in the third quarter to give him 10. North Putnam back within 5. Jackson from distance. Offensive rebound, put back up and in.
That's huge. Offensive rebound put in for Cloverdale.
McGuire Lee makes that. And Huff tries to uncork a deep triple, and he knocks it down.
Huff's putting his team on his back, John. He's flat out putting North Put on his back right now.
He's got 15, his third 3 of the third quarter. Koosman racing up the floor, leaving it for Thomas. We're inside a minute to play in the third quarter.
4-point ball game. This is a big possession right now. Close out the quarter.
Thomas with a tough fadeaway. Almost
shot.
got it.
Tough shot.
Lions the board.
North Put can get it down to single.
Lions for 3 again. Left it short. Rebound by Tate Jackson.
I would not be in a hurry here. I got the lead. I would want to close the quarter with a bucket.
Thomas draws a double team, nearly threw it away. Jackson scoops it up. Koosman for 3, and he hits!
Huge. I thought it was a little quick, but he felt it. Hey, you feel it, you better make it, and he did.
We're down to 15 seconds in the third. Cloverdale's lead is back to 7. 10 seconds left for Aaron Pickle. Pickle going to work with 7. Down the lane he goes with 5, and he got it to go in, plus the foul, Aaron Pickle.
Well, the problem is Pickle gets everything going downhill, and you've got nothing you can do defensively if you don't stop ball but foul him. He is so physical when he goes to the hoop. Take a look here. Somebody's got to give some backside help. No help, no help. And see, defense is going downhill, what you call downhill, and can't stop his momentum, and he's so strong he can take you to the hoop.
Kyle Thomas just picked up his 3rd foul. Onto the floor for the first time for Cloverdale, Noah Betts, a 6'1 sophomore. He's number 30 on your screen in black. This is just the 6th game he's played in this year out of 14. Free throw is made by Pickle. 4 seconds to go. The lead is 4 for Cloverdale. Tough shot by Koosman at the buzzer. It almost rattles in. But after being down by 15 at one point, North Putnam is back within 4 as we head to quarter number 4 next on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications.
Want lightning fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town, so you can download huge files in a flash, stream videos at blazing speeds, and game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Cloverdale's led by as many as 4 in this Western Indiana Conference battle. Well, they lead by 4 right now, excuse me. They've led by as many as 15. North Putnam outscored them in that third quarter, 22-13. Along with Jan Bozer, I'm John Herrick. Thank you for watching on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications. Cloverdale nearly turns it over on their first possession of the fourth, but Kyle Thomas scoops it back up. Leaves it for Koosman. Koosman, nothing doing, zips it out to Hilton. Hilton creates down the lane, bounce pass to Thomas, nothing there, resets. This is more of the pace that Cloverdale likes to play. They average 42 points a game. Now they've got 49, and Thomas moves and scores.
That was gorgeous. Instead of going up high, he went up and under, gave him a little different look. Beautiful move.
Lyons has been hot lately, tries a 3 again, misses it. Pickle tried to save it out of bounds, could not.
John, I'll tell you, this has been a fun game. Both teams play, so look at this up and under with his right hand on the left side.
Nick Hensley in the game. He's number 10 for North Putt. He only averages 2 points, 1 rebound, but he is in there for his on-ball defense, and he just got beat by Cloverdale's best player. It's hard for a lot of people to stay with Kyle Thomas. He and Koosman have 16. Collision off that shot attempt, and it looks like Braden Monett is hurt, so the officials are stopping play here to take a look at him. So there was a collision with Monett and Thomas.
Yeah, I think he took a shot. He took a shot and a half.
And Vince Brooks, the North Putnam head coach, is not happy at all. Speaking to the official that's near the sideline, Monett trying to shake that off. Not sure if he got hit by Thomas when Thomas was going up for a shot or what happened here. We'll take a look at it.
Oh, hello.
Yes, there it was. Yeah,
that's
ouch.
incidental, but that's a no call. That is, he's going up. I absolutely agree with the no call. That's a basketball play. Unfortunately, you take some of those sometimes. That's not a foul. Yes, it's contact, but I would have never called that a foul either because he's just going up.
But do you think, as a former ref, do you think they made the right move there and stopping play to make sure he's okay? Yeah.
Because there was no play. They can't stop play if they're going in a fast break. So there's no play on the ball. Absolutely, you stop play.
Pickle with the dump off, and Monett shaking off that elbow to the face, able to score off that pass.
I'll tell you, this has been a really, really good game.
Place is the loudest it has been. It was quiet for much of the first half when Cloverdale raced out to a double-digit lead. North Putnam knifing their way back into this. Cloverdale now trying to slow it up and use the clock. Thomas at the foul line. Kicking out Koosman for 3. Offensive rebound, though, by Hilton, and Hilton missed the putback try. Lyons clears the rebound for North Putt. He pushes. He finds Pickle for a deep 3.
Baby! Oh, baby!
Aaron Pickle's got 13 points, and North Putnam is back within 1 now.
I love Thomas and Pickle are putting on a show. I absolutely prize fight for me. I love it.
Zach Thomas backs out the dribble. Gives it for Hilton.
1-point ball game, John.
Thomas from the foul line, draws a crowd, tries to create, zips inside and lays it in.
These guys are absolutely, Thomas and Pickle are putting on highlight reels.
Down the floor comes Huff. Gets a screen from Hensley. Huff got open and laid it in.
You better stop that young man. He has so much grit. You give him just a little bit of room and he can finalize.
53-52, and North Putnam brings up the full court pressure. Zach Thomas hurries up past it, and timeout Cloverdale. You know, Cloverdale's in this situation here, Jan, where they basically have to, yes, they want to slow it down. They want to play within themselves. But at the same time, you also can't be playing not to lose
That's
either.
a great point.
So how do you stay in that winning mindset?
John, that may be the best point you've ever made. No, I'm just teasing. That is a great point.
You're probably right.
No, I'm just joking with you. That is a great point for this reason. When the defense is playing so much pressure, while you say we play better slow down, if you're not playing fast enough to maneuver around the defense because of its pressure, it becomes problematic. So you're dead absolutely right. You cannot play not to lose, but you got to play to win. Do the things that got you to the dance.
There's that last three by Aaron Pickle, and he's fired up. Endeavor Communications has business phone solution. More than a phone system, Endeavor offers a hosted unified communication solution that gives businesses the ability to be accessible anytime, anywhere, on any device. Find out more at weendeavor.com.
Now here's where shot selection is so huge for both ball clubs, because you only have, John, so many possessions left in this game. You got to make them count.
And right as McGuire Lee was backing out the dribble, a whistle. Looks like we might have a hand check foul here on McCard.
John, how about the show out of Thompson Pickle? Hadn't that been fun?
It has. Great matchup, and they've been guarding each other at times.
Yes, they have.
Pickle just picked up his third foul. Thought it might be on McCard. It was on Pickle. That's his third, the fourth team foul on North Putt.
Oh,
the inbound comes into Lee, and McGuire Lee hits the fadeaway.
How about that? Degree of difficulty, 10.3.
Zach Huff holds it, leaves for Aaron. Aaron Pickle driving with the left hand. He's trying to set up a post up on Thomas. He gets it. Rifles it out to Monnet. And sticking his hand in there is Brady Koosman. It's either Koosman or
you guys,
Zach Thomas. Okay, they get Thomas for that. That's his third.
Young men watching ball games and want to officiate, and you should. We got to get more people involved. There's a shortage of officials. We got to get young people involved. But watch the mechanics of these officials. They are phenomenal.
Looks like we might have a foul off the ball here. Yes, we do. It's on McGuire Lee. Lee just got his third. That's the sixth on Cloverdale. Coach Vince Brooks for North Putt trying to drop the right play offensively. Lyons gets it in off the inbound. Pickle working against Thomas. Draws a double team, scores anyway.
And what he did, he took a little off, if you will. Instead of going right at physical, he just took his time and kind of a little fadeaway. He's got a lot of shots in his arsenal.
What was looking like a Cloverdale runaway has turned into a seesaw battle. Three out of the corner by Jackson. Tip up try, rebound by McGuire Lee, gives his Cloverdale Clovers another crack at it.
I tell you, Cloverdale doesn't look like some 6-8 ball club.
No, they don't. They have taken it to the 8-2 North Putnam Cougars, who are ranked 19th in Class 2A.
Perfect pass.
Thomas off the pass, hits the fadeaway.
There it goes. That better be on Twitter this week.
He has 20 points, 6 in the fourth quarter. Cloverdale's lead back to 3. Monnet for the tie. Fight for the rebound, and Thomas controls it for the Clovers. And then he pushes back the other way as we approach 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Lions almost knocked it free from Koosman.
Gotta be
Koosman
careful
clears.
of those high elbows. Gotta get him down.
Zach Thomas to Kyle Thomas, and he lays it in again.
Both these guys are going at it. They're both trying to stop each other defensively. I don't know when I've had such fun seeing guys in the middle playing with so many different shot selections. Left hand, right hand, physical, fall away, but it all starts with energy.
But that man's a little bit nervous right now, head coach Vince Brooks, because his leading scorer, Aaron Pickle, just picked up his fourth foul.
Oh, that could be, I didn't see that. That's huge.
And Thomas to try to complete the three-point play, which he does, and Cloverdale's lead is back to 6.
That's huge. Under 3 now, John.
Pickle to try to cut it in half from distance. No. Thomas the rebound. Thomas pushing. And as soon as they get across half court, they opt to slow it up. Now North Putnam's got to think about fouling at some point if it gets too deep, but Thomas just airballed that. Pickle the rebound for the Cougars.
Shot selection, shot selection, shot selection. Didn't need that.
Lions for a 3. Pickle the rebound. Out to Lyons again. He tries it again. It hits. Ellis Lyons, his third three of the second half. He's got 13.
How about the grit of North Putt coming from so far down, and they're within striking distance.
Koosman bounces it ahead to McGuire Lee. He looks at the clock and decides to use it.
One possession game, John, right at 2:04.
Cloverdale's got 2 timeouts left. North Putnam with 3. Kicked ball. We stay with Cloverdale.
And we talked about it, I'm going to say it again. Shot selection, shot selection. There is no need to take a bad shot. See, you can take a bad shot anytime you want to. That's it. That's a fallback shot. Get a great shot.
Full timeout. Cloverdale by 3 with 2:01 left in the game. You're watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Food, shelter, fast Wi-Fi. It's all we really need. Good thing Endeavor has the fast, reliable internet it takes to power all the Wi-Fi hungry gadgets in your home. All at once. With speeds up to 10 gig, get smooth HD streaming video, gaming, music, and surfing, all with no waiting, no buffering, no kidding. Call or click WeEndeavor.com and upgrade to Indiana's fastest internet today.
North Putnam has won 6 games in a row. They are 8-2, but their 6-game losing streak is in jeopardy, or winning streak is in jeopardy, as they are down by 3 against the Cloverdale Clovers.
SS, shot selection.
Cloverdale trying to use the clock. Both teams are in the bonus for the remaining 150 and counting, and Koosman tries to drive inside. He gets hit from behind.
Good patience. Absolutely the best recipe, John, under 2 minutes, is get to the free throw line. There's nothing you can do better than get to the free throw line, especially if you didn't get a great look at it.
Ellis Lyons picks up his 3rd foul. That is the 7th on North Putnam. That puts Koosman at the line. So again, like we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, Cloverdale is the slightly better free throw shooting team. They are 72%. North Putnam is 64%. Front end of the 1-and-1 made for Koosman. Huge for him because he's 57% on the season. He has 17 points. He is 2nd on the team in scoring tonight behind Kyle Thomas, who has 23.
And why do you put free throws the keys of the game? Right here. Clutch time, baby.
Makes it a 2-possession game. Zach Huff hurrying up the floor. Huff through the lane. Huff. Tough shot. Got it.
He just has that knack. Maybe he's certainly not the tallest, but he has so much body control, he can make even the tall guys kind of hesitate, and that's all he needs.
Aaron Pickles got to be careful defensively because he has 4 fouls. Koosman tries to set things up.
And you sure don't want to dribble too much here.
McGuire Lee, harassed by McCard. Lee to the basket. Got it! McGuire Lee!
Good body control. Both teams use a great shot selection, body control.
He's got 7.
Huff,
bounce pass, lays it in for McCard.
That was gorgeous.
His first basket since the first quarter.
Love the pass, John. You know that's my favorite play. Great pass.
North Putt's got 3 timeouts.
Under a minute, 1-possession game.
And a foul by Lyons with 51 seconds.
Well, both teams will be in the bonus now, or they were already in the bonus down that end. Take a look at right here at Huff. Now watch his body control. He stops, plants feet, got the defense to commit, and makes a beautiful pass.
That last foul was on Lyons. That is his 4th. So he and Pickle both have 4. And the front end of a 1-and-1 made by Levi Hilton. These are just his 8th and 9th free throw attempts.
Cloverdale hitting free throws down the stretch. This will absolutely be crucial if they want to stay with this 3 to 5 point lead or 1 to 2 possession lead.
Huge that he got them both. Hilton's got 5. 3 from Lyons, and he hits again!
How big is that?
He has hit 4 3-pointers in the second half alone. 43.6 seconds remaining. Timeout, North Putnam. They have never led in this game. Cloverdale jumped out to a 9-4 lead in the first quarter. They led 23-12 at the end of one. At one point, they led by 15 in the third, 38-23. And North Putnam came into this game, Jan, averaging 65 points a game. Didn't look like they were going to get there. But the three-point shooting and the offense has picked up for the Cougars in the second half. What has changed for them?
Well, I'll tell you, just confidence. I thought they'd come out. Whatever was said at halftime, it made connection because they have really played. Both teams pretty played well. Let me tell you what's going to win this game with 43.6 seconds. A defensive stop or a rebound. Now, because the shooting has been phenomenal, passing's been phenomenal. If you want to win this game, a key stop might be the difference.
Yes, it will. 43.6. And there's the North Putnam student section. Quiet for most of the first half. They've been much more rowdy here in the second half. Cloverdale lost both of these meetings last year to North Putnam. But they're on the verge of coming in and picking up a road upset. Brady Koosman inbounds. North Putnam has full court pressure. Nick Hensley is back in defensively. So is Braden Monett, and Monett comes over to foul Levi Hilton.
North Putnam's going to play the foul game here. They're going to make, and I kind of agree here. What you do, you only got 42.5, but they're only one possession down. I thought that fell, and now that I rethink it for a second, might be a little quick. You're only one possession down, but I do agree with the philosophy. What we see so often, John, is teams or coaches allow that clock to get so far down they don't give themselves a chance.
Hilton with a front end of a 1-and-1, missed it.
Well, it works out for them.
Rebounded by McCard.
And they knew who to foul. This is where the assistant coaches come in.
Huff for the tie, got it and one!
Oh, baby.
And he has a chance to give his team the lead, Zach Huff.
Make a play. Make a play, that's what you gotta do. Huff, the senior, I always have said, regardless if it's football, basketball, or what sport, this is where a senior is supposed to make a big play. Now, it doesn't mean a junior or sophomore can't, but you play this game for a while, you have the confidence and the will to make some great plays, and this young man has had a well of a basketball game.
You just feel for Levi Hilton. He misses the front end of a 1-and-1, and then he commits the foul, and Huff ends up making the free throw.
1 point lead.
For North Putt, the first time that they have had the lead in the game and almost a tip away off the inbound.
Well, Cloverdale's got to know you cannot pass the ball in that coffin corner. There's nowhere to get it out.
Koosman tries to not do that this time. He gets it to, and why in the world is Hensley fouling? Nick Hensley comes up and fouls Hilton, and Vince Brooks and his coaching staff at North Putt are saying, what are you doing? You're ahead by 1. You don't need to foul.
I don't think he knew.
He did not know the situation. He clearly did not.
You don't want to foul there at all. Not with the lead. Clock's your friend. You just stopped it.
And that's what Coach Vince Brooks is telling him. You did not need to do that.
Yeah, just made a mistake.
But it gives Hilton a chance to redeem himself.
With the clock stopped.
And these are 2 free throws in the double bonus, but he couldn't get the first.
And John Watt wins basketball games.
Free throws.
Free throws. Never fails. Wins or loses. It comes down to free throw shooting.
So Hilton, after making 2 free throws, he's missed his last 2, but this one can tie the game. Can't do it.
Oh, wow, that's the ball.
Rebounded by McCard. Now you've got to foul if you're Cloverdale.
You're exactly right. Don't let too much clock go down.
Pickles got it. Playing keep away to Lyons. A lot of time going off the clock.
You got to foul. You got to go for a steal or foul. You're not going to have any clock to play with.
And Pickle carries.
But John,
holds the ball inside and gets fouled.
How much time ran off?
A lot.
A lot of clock.
So they had the ball with about, 24 seconds when that possession began. And now they're down to 12 and a half. So they let 12 seconds go off before Pickle was fouled by Hilton.
You go for some steals, at least 1, maybe 2, and if you can't get them, you have to foul then.
And this is one of the guys you want at the line if you are North Putt. Again, they only shoot 64% as a team. Pickle has struggled at the line tonight, though. He is 4 of 7. This is a 1-and-1. Got it.
He's been rock solid for the free throw line.
And even if he makes this, it's still only a 3-point lead.
Yeah,
and with the way Cloverdale's been shooting the 3, they can easily make it to tie it.
But they have not been hitting the 3 near as good in the second half.
Timeout called by North Putt after he made the second free throw.
I tell you, he got one there because I thought that ball was in before he got the time, but the official gave it to him.
Well, I will say what helped Coach Vince Brooks there was the second the ball was left Pickle's hand, he was coming down the baseline to get that official's attention to call that timeout.
And honestly, that may have helped Cloverdale a little bit too, because a lot of times coaches get stubborn, don't want to call times out because, yeah, you can set up your offense, but guess what? They can set up their defense. So you just never know. One possession game, anybody's ball game, but wow, you don't necessarily have to have a 3. You can drive, get a foul if it's there. But if it gets down under about 10-9, then you almost got to take the 3.
This is a 7-0 run by North Putt. They did not lead at all until late in this fourth quarter, trailing by as many as 15. Cloverdale hit 7 threes in the first quarter to jump out to a double-digit lead despite coming into this game shooting 22% from three-point range. Always love to see young basketball fans enjoying themselves.
Oh, this is fun. Kids having fun. Really good game. This place should be packed.
Thomas will inbound for Cloverdale.
Gotta get it in.
He can run the baseline. Yep. Got it into Koosman. Koosman hurrying up the floor. Over to the corner for Jackson.
No.
Rebound. Kick out. 3.
No. One more time.
No. Goes out of bounds with 0.4 seconds remaining.
Hey, you can't. Cloverdale had really 2 clean looks at it, John. You can't. I mean, they got the looks they wanted. In fact, they got 2 of them, which you rarely get. Really, North Putt just needs to get it in here, and this game's over.
Lions will do it. He just throws it up.
Ball
it
game.
Is caught by Ackelman, and that does it. North Putnam comes back from down 15 points to extend their winning streak to 7 games and get a big Western Indiana Conference win over one of their biggest rivals, the Cloverdale Clovers, 69-66. North Putnam improves to 9-2, 6-1 in the conference. Cloverdale drops to 6-9. They are 3-4 in conference play. Back to wrap things up in just a moment on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Want lightning-fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds. And game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
69-66 the final. There's Braden Monett for the North Putnam Cougars. He helped get a big basket late in this fourth quarter, and North Putnam comes back to win a thriller over their rival, the Cloverdale Clovers. There's a Putnam County bucket, Jan. We talk about how much fun it is to watch North Putnam, South Putnam, Cloverdale, and Greencastle, the 4 Putnam County schools, play each other in various sports. And whenever they do play each other, there's always this Putnam County bucket that's at stake in every game. And the winner of that bucket tonight, the North Putnam Cougars, they get it done 69-66. Things really, after Cloverdale dominated the first half, Jan, things turned around really for North Putt in the third quarter, outscoring Cloverdale 22-13. And then, despite the amazing effort by Kyle Thomas, who led the way with 23 points, it was Zach Huff who got it done for North Putt. He had 22, Ellis Lyons had 16, and then Aaron Pickle, despite a quiet first half, he came alive and knocked down some key free throws. He's the one holding on to the bucket right now. And really, we mentioned North Putt, for them to win, it had to be Huff, Lyons, and Pickle getting it done. Those guys weren't getting it done in the first half, but boy, did they ever get it done in half two.
Yeah, let's give a lot of credit to that North Putnam coaching staff, because the adjustments and that they made at halftime were key. And I think as big adjustment as they made was, guys, we got to be more physical. And I thought they were defensively, and that caused Cloverdale some problems on the offensive side. And when it's all said and done, Huff and Pickle willed themselves to a really good three-point victory. Nice win at home. But I'll tell you, before we go, give Cloverdale tons of credit.
Yeah.
You know, they played harder than what their record showed today.
They did, and they've had great moments throughout the season. It's just, again, finding that consistency. They struggled to keep it in the second half against a North Putnam team that's ranked 19th in Class 2A and has a lot of bright days ahead of it. North Putnam playing Brown County next on Saturday. That is their next game. And Cloverdale will be playing Clay City at home. That is their next game coming up on Saturday. Thank you so much for being a part of what was an incredibly fun game in Roachdale tonight. The North Putnam Cougars 69, Cloverdale 66. That is your final. For my partner, Jan Bozer, our technical director, Jordan Shue, and the rest of the fantastic crew on the ISC Sports Network. You've been watching high school boys basketball on the ISC Sports Network and Endeavor Communications.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.